Come on, you can do it. Hello, it's working, I hope. It went all funny. Yes! Hello, everybody. Welcome to my serious news review. Richard Herring serious news review. Look, I've just got back from holiday. Look at me, I'm as brown as a little brown berry. Can you say that anymore due to political correctness gone mad? I don't know if you can even say that anymore. I'll ask Ali later. Oh, no, he's not in it. It's me just doing this on my own. I just thought, seeing I'm back from holiday, I would do a quick stream. I know I haven't been on much for the last couple of weeks. Look, I've been doing some telly. I don't really like to talk about it. I'm not allowed to talk about it either, but other than to say I'm on Taskmaster Series 10, which will be out in October on Channel 4. And then I've been on holiday to Camber Sands in Sussex, I think it is. Very lovely area. Hastings, Rye, we went to. Beautiful. So I haven't really had time to do the thorough preparation that I usually do for this kind of... It's a heavily scripted show usually, but this time we're just going to fly by the seat of our pants and see what happens. Excuse me, just drinking some diet ginger beer. And I would just say to everyone on Twitch, I know I haven't been around for a couple of weeks, but don't forget to resubscribe. If you are with Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for nothing. If you look at my YouTube page, or indeed, I think just the front page of twitch.tv/rkherring, you can see a video explaining how to link your accounts. You have to come back every month and resubscribe, but it's basically free to you if you're already with Amazon Prime. It's John Bone has just subscribed for the 5th month, 5 months running. Thank you very much. Numbers have gone down considerably in the 2 weeks I haven't really been on air, and I can understand that. But it'd be lovely if you do use that facility. If not for me, then for one of the other fantastic acts on Twitch, because why not? It would be good, wouldn't it? So we are going to do a serious news review coming up. I'm just using this as an opportunity to show the TV people, my versatility, the fact I can do serious stuff, I can do kids stuff, entertaining kids stuff. I can wear a proper shirt. Look at this. I mean, this is a short sleeve shirt, but I can wear a shirt. I can wear glasses. I can cut my hair if you need. I've put it back with a kind of Alice band, like a footballer would. Not. I mean, I don't know why it's called an Alice band. There must have been a footballer called Alice, I guess. Ian Alice. Didn't he play golf? I don't know. So it's lovely, isn't it? It's a lovely shirt. I bought it to go on Taskmaster. I don't really like to talk about being on TV. And look, I haven't forgotten, just because I've been on TV, I haven't forgotten you little people who got me there. To be fair, you didn't get me there because I got Taskmaster and I was doing it last December. So I've been very good at sitting on that, keeping it secret. Yeah, we're going to have a few crazy characters popping in. Maybe some new guys, maybe some old guys. Maybe Marmite Lid might make another appearance. I can't remember what I called him on the last podcast. And believe me, I'm not going back to re-watch that. I'm not an idiot. So Marmite Lid is what he's called. This Ian Marmite Lid probably is his name, isn't it? Ian the Marmite Lid. I'm just to show I can do all sorts of stuff. It's mainly it's going to be, when we get onto it, it's going to be a serious newspaper review, just me doing it on my own and no one coming in and spoiling it. But before that, we might just show some of my other skills. It's like, there's, there are 210 people in. I really thought no one would be watching tonight because it's jolly warm and it's a lovely night for sitting outside. God, when we got to Camber Sands last Friday at about this time, it was like hell on earth. I thought we made a terrible mistake, and maybe we have. We'll let the virus play its course, see what happens. But we couldn't even drive. We were stuck on the beach road before we got to our flat for about half an hour. There was so many people around running about. Here's a new character. It's Brian Wasp. Hello, I'm dead. I died. I might have been the one who was. I can't quite get the focus in. That's the kind of improv we'll be doing. I'm not even drunk today. That was Brian Wasp. Hello, I'm dead Wasp. Let's try. Let's just workshop that character. See how it goes. I'm talking to you from the other side on the dead Wasp. I know what heaven and hell is now. Let me. So let's start off with a joke. Let's start off with something that's guaranteed to be extremely funny. Let's see what material he's come up for this week. It's time to introduce Marmite Lid. If I'd had a bit more time, I'd have written a song for her. He's a lovely man and he's not a kid. He likes to do the things that he did. He's the funniest top of a small jar that you've ever seen. Ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this will probably end up being the song, even with me saying this in it. It's the Marmite Lid. Hello. Oh, look at him. There he is. It's a Marmite Lid and he's got a face on in Marmite in it. It's brilliant, isn't it? So what jokes have you come up with for us this week, Marmite Lid? Well, I don't really do any jokes, Richard. I'm just on Marmite Lid. I mean, come on, you're so funny though. Oh, am I that funny? You were in the Sun, mate. You were in the Sun newspaper. Everyone was saying how funny it was. The bloke who found you. It cost me a lot of money to get you off him. This is the actual one from that guy. Thousands of pounds I paid for this. He said all his friends found it really funny. So, well, I don't know if it's even that funny. And I'm not an entertainer, Richard. I'm just a Marmite Lid. I thought I'd serve the purpose. I'd keep some Marmite relatively fresh for between a month and 15 years. If it was my grandma and granddad, they used to have Marmite in their pantry that had been there for like 15, 20 years. That's what I was referring to. It was quite funny. So I haven't come up with anything, and it's been quite a sad week really in the news. Not horrible things have been happening. Yeah, no, just try it weird. It's awful news, and making me very sad. A lot of it. Yeah, you're meant to be cheering people up with your funny face, and then you do well. Look, I'm going to stick with it, mate. I think you're going to be big. I do a lot of work just trying to promote and help new acts out, and I've been in this business a long time. I've seen people go, oh yeah. I've seen people, yeah. He is so funny when you look at his. I mean, I just laughed. He's just looked at me, and it's just that's what I love about it. Just looked at, just when he looks at you, don't you think that's funny? I think you got it, mate. I think you got what it takes. So I'm going to stick with. Oh, thanks, Rich. What do you think? I'd have a theme tune next week? We might have a theme tune for you next week. So there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Marmite Lid. Well, sorry, he wasn't very good. He took us off and made us think about things we didn't really want to think about. Which is not the entertainer's job. We're trying to take people's mind off the news in this news review. But by the way, I don't think I'll be interrupted by any of my children today because my wife is not doing a podcast. I've lost track of what day it is. I mean, it's not only the lockdown, but also I've been on holiday, so it feels very much like Sunday. But it's a Friday night, and 204 people. Well, it was gone down a bit. There were 204 people have tuned in on a Friday night to look at this. Oh dear. So, I like to mix things up. Morph's got his head back on there. His arm was looking a bit dicey. I'm really disappointed that I've just ruined this thing. That was a beautiful gift. I thought, we're making a bit of money from subscriptions. Not as much as we were, so please do keep subscribing. I see lots of people are subscribing in there. So we've actually pushed the boat out. I felt bad about using that old finger puppet from so long ago. So we got 3 brand new characters that I've got for you. Here they are. Hello. Oh, one of them's the wrong way around. Oh no, he's just not. There he is. Hello. This is Chicky Chick. Hello, I'm the chick. Yeah. Dougie Dog. Oh, doggy dog. Oh. And Whory horse. I'm the whore. No, we can't. I'm trying to show him a kids entertainer. Oh, sorry. I'm the prostitute. No, the sex worker's the right phrase now. But you're not. I'll suck anyone off the money. No, Whory horse. Come on. So these are the new characters that I've got. Just because I felt bad about using that. Oh, he seemed so unhappy about being used. Here, what is going on here? What do you mean, donkey? What are you doing? You replaced me. I thought you didn't like me doing. Sorry, I just had a moment where I realised what was happening, and I had to just take a second out for it. Stop laughing! It's not funny. Not only have you cut me in a tin and ripped off my ears. Look, I've apologised about ripping off your ears. It was just something I did as a child. I didn't know it would. It's done in constant agony. Now you replaced me with these three. They're just a bit nicer. You're going to rip off their ears? No, not now. I know it hurts them. Oh. Here, I didn't think you wanted to do this. I don't want to do it, but I don't want anyone else. Don't bring in new finger sausage. Should we have these hidden behind a screen or something? You can just see my hands. No, it doesn't matter. Okay. Well, it's Chicky Chick. She's the chick. What? Very sexist. And Whory Horsey's a Dougie Dog doesn't really have a character at the moment. They're good, aren't they? Made by Living Nature, being advertised quite prominently there. Let's go. And they can do three at once. You just reminded me of all the friends I used to have. That you killed. I didn't kill them. Well, where are they? Well, I lost them. You see, you lost them. They're buried somewhere. So those are those characters. Going well, isn't it? Just showing what I could exactly. Finger bobs. Someone's mentioned finger bobs on our finger gogs. They've said, in fact, Steve Burnett, good guy. And that's what I could, so I could do that. I could be the new Rick Jones. Was that his name? I think it was. Have I got Marmite in my head now? I'm trying to do it over here. Or is that just... Look, I'm so tanned. Beautiful, isn't it? Big beard. If you're listening to the podcast, not much of this is going to make sense. So that's the children's bit. I could do the topical comedy with the Marmite Lid. That's just, if anyone else from the BBC is watching, just there's 207 people now. It's gone up 3. Then just get in touch. The kids show thing I can do. So you could have me on the whole morning. You could just sack all the other people. Go, right, well, breakfast time with Richard Herring and Marmite Lid, maybe. We'd do the sort of light-hearted banter, which you've seen what he's like. I'd try and keep him off the news. Then I could do kids TV for the little kids. I could probably do morph if I can. Might be some copyright issues with that, but I could just oh yeah, look, you don't need to redo the stock frame. As I say, I haven't really worked out what I was going to do today. Usually I work out, you can tell from the previous 4 episodes. This is just like a bonus holiday fun time. So I could do that, and most importantly, I can do a serious news review, which is really what we're here for. So don't ignore all the banter, ignore being drunk and not shaved, and I can dye my hair. I can do whatever it takes to get on the telly. I'm happy to do. The Wasp as well. Don't forget about the Wasp. Here he is. I have to hold on to this Wasp now, won't I? Because he's a character now. Come on, Brian. Brian the Wasp. It's time to the news review. Thank you, Brian Wasp. Oh shit! Just dropped it. To be honest, there's loads of those lying around in the attic. So if he gets cleaned away by my cleaner, I can always just pick up one of the other ones. It's fine. So that's. I'm just, this is like a little taster tape of all the things you can expect from me. But mainly, I see myself as a serious news reviewer. And This front page of the Daily Express caught my eye today. Boris Johnson, economy. I can read as well, everything. Showing signs of strength. I ripped it out. I probably would, if I did this job on the telly, I'd bring some scissors in so I wouldn't. I think it's signs. Could be fines. Fines of length, definitely. Could be Ibenth. But I was impressed to see Boris Johnson there working out with a 10 kilogram weight. Look, he's lifted there. Look how strong he is. He can lift 10 kilograms up all on his own. So that's one of the news items I noticed. That's the kind of thing I could do. I could do that on the just like Andrew Marr show. You don't need to have him on anymore. Just get me doing it. 10 kgs he can lift. Look how strong he is. Not even doing a ventriloquist act with it. He's just lifting it. So that's what I can do. Oh, let me out the box. Ali, look, you promised you wouldn't interrupt this time. I want to come out of the dogs. I'm in the dogs. Well, I've been in this dogs all week. You're not on holiday. Let me out. Stop knocking the lid of the like that, Ali. Stop banging on the lid, Ali. That's very rude. I'm trying to do a serious news review for the BBC here, or the ITV. If I have to, if the BBC and Channel 4 don't want to do it, Sky. If the money's good, the matter, no one will see it. Dave, I could no. It's not really don't really do it. But yeah, that's what. Just let me out of the box. I'm not. I'll just let him out of the box for a second, and then we'll see what's going on. What is going on? Oh dear! Hello, boys and girls. It's me, Ali, the star of this show. It's taken fucking 17 minutes to get to me this time. What a fucking waste of time that was. Really? Have I been going for 17 minutes? Apparently you have. Okay. So, have you had a nice holiday? Yeah, I've been alright. You didn't want to bring me on holiday? Well, I can't really take ventriloquist doll. Don't call me a donny. I didn't a doll. I can't take antique dolls on the road with me because you could come to harm. I could have come to harm here, Richard. What if the burglar had come in? What if the burglar had come in? A burglar. But it's on a burgled me. Oh, a burglar. Well, that was the worry. I was worried that, but it's never happened, has it? Well, I'm very upset. You look at you all drown, and you drown. You look like the chocolate-coloured. No, you're not allowed to talk about what? You're not allowed to. The times have changed. We're not allowed to do that sort. What's wrong with the woke generation? Why can't I talk about that? He's a fine entertainer. He was not a fine entertainer. It was a terrible chapter in history, and I'm sorry that he's brought it up. And I'm not even, if anything, I look like a lot of sort of pink lobster. I don't look chocolate-coloured in any sense in any way. Well, political correctness gone mad. It's what? Political correctness gone mad. Well, I don't like you doing that, Ali. I know that you're from a different time, but it makes me feel very uncomfortable when you bring up stuff like that. Well, I feel very uncomfortable when you go on holiday without me. And on TV without me. Look, I had that job before I even thought of rekindling our double act. Well, yeah. Is that all you got to say? Yep. What? Yeah. Yep. That's all I've got to say other than that, Richard. And I'm very upset that I am a professional. You know what? A professional. And I will carry on working my way regardless, because I'm cheeky knee. I'm winking at it. Yeah. If we could just lay off the same phrases. People don't like the same phrase, Richard. I know they don't. So lay off the same phrases. Lay off just repetitive stuff. Lay off the stuff that should have been. I mean, you are from the 19th century at least, which is some sort of excuse for you, but not really an excuse. Let's carry on, okay, with it. Yeah, okay, I'm fine with that. Anything to say about Boris Johnson? No, I don't really care for the gentleman. He is a bit of a chump. He's a muffet. He's a what? A muffet. He's a muffet. A nut-tit. A mutt-tit. A nutty, Richard, he's a nutty. That's insulting to the nuttits. Oh, you're bringing it back to dolls and stuff. They're not dolls, they're fine entertainers. They're professionals like me, Richard. They're very good. Very good. Though I heard the new Kermit speaking the other day, and he doesn't even bother doing the voice. It's pathetic. Yeah. And the thing with that lot as well, I mean, no offence to the Muppets. I'm not saying just because I've done this for 5 weeks I'm an expert on puppetry, but anyone can fucking do that, can't they? Stick their hand up in the air and hide beneath a, sheet and stuff. And, oh, yeah, hello, I'm Kermit. Oh, hey, I'm Kermit the Frog. It's easy, see, I could do that. Is good, Richard. That's a very good Kermit. Can you do Kermit the voice? Can you do the voice of Kermit? Yeah, I can do Kermit. Hello, it's me, Kermit the Frog. Yeah, it's exactly like mine. That's good. But, it takes actual skill to do what I'm doing here, which is to... What you're doing, you're not doing fuck all. That's what I'm doing. I'm the skilled one here. I'm the fucking... Everyone's tuning in to see... No one's tuning in to see the fucking donkey, are they? No one's tuning in to see Whory horse. Well, they might do. What do you think that whore will be prepared? Well, let's have a look at him. Here he is. Here's Whory horse. It might be a girl. Hold on, I've lost a little flap. Hello, I'm Whory horse. Oh God, it's pathetic, and it's just pathetic. It's just you can't have me working alongside something like this. What? It's good. I'm the whore. £10 for a blowjob. You sound very like me, Richard. No, not really. Yeah, no, sorry. Nay. It does a good impression of donkey, doesn't it? Yeah, he does. Nay, I'm the whore. Would you like to blowjob for £10? Doesn't a whore not charge? I might. Maybe I've just not up with the vernacular. It's not a very good children's topic, is it? They didn't have that on Finger Rods. On what? Finger Rods. Finger Rods. No, they didn't. Look, let's get to the papers, because look, we wasted a lot of time, we've wasted a lot of time, you wasted a lot of time. Well, I thought this story might interest you. It certainly seems to be like, I think, that I've fallen into a coma, and I don't know what point in my life it's happened, and that pretty much everything that's happened to me in my life is a dream, because... Really, Richard, why do you think that? Well, because the problem I have... What problem do you have, Richard? What's the problem? Well, it's not really a problem. What's the problem? You said it was a problem. I don't want to do this. I don't like doing this bit. I don't think it worked the first time, and I certainly don't think it's going to work the fifth. That's not really interesting to hear. The problem. Well, the problem is that I don't. It feels like my life is a very surreal thing. You're surreal. Is that the problem? You're thinking your life's surreal. I'm a fucking little nan made out of tatty and ashes. He's been alive for 128 fucking years. You think your life's surreal? Fair enough. But I'm talking to a Marmite Lid. You are. Do you have the worry that something's gone wrong? Well, I worry. If I'm not in a coma, that's almost more worrying, isn't it? It is. I'd be worried if I wasn't in a coma, if I was you. But what if I got hit in the face with a cricket ball when I was about 15? What if that killed me? Yes, go on. That would be interesting. And everything that's happened since is just my decaying brain imagining how my life might have gone. Really? You'd have imagined it like this? Well, I don't know. You're not in control. It's like a dream, isn't it? It's not that you get to live out your exact fantasy. This would not be my exact... This isn't your exact fantasy. Doing a double act with a ventriloquist dummy that once hanked you off. That's not your fantasy. It's not my fantasy. Anyone who says it is lying. But, I would love to have become a comedian, and I did become a comedian. It seems surreal. I was on TV. Were you on TV? Yeah, and I'm back on TV. Oh, you're back on TV. Oh, yeah. I didn't know. You didn't mention it. And just some of the things that have happened in my life just seem a little bit weird, right? Yeah, okay. So, like last week, we're doing a news review, and there are about 3 news stories about puppets. Oh, yeah. But, maybe I just saw those. Maybe there's always stories about puppets. Maybe there are. And I'm quite obsessed with Prince Andrew. Oh, why are you obsessed with him? Well, I've done a lot of material about him in my time, yeah. Prince Andrew, yeah. Nice guy. I wish him well. Well, what are you being Are you parodying President Trump? I'm not parodying President Trump, Richard. I know the. But then, so the news this week, as I was on holiday, Prince Andrew groped 2 girls in Epstein. Yeah, so also that. So I'm interested in ventriloquist dummies, and I was once sexually assaulted by a ventriloquist dummy. That wasn't he. Yeah, it wasn't my fault. No one's blaming you. You're as much a victim as this as I am. We all know who we can't. There's a court order out, a blocking order now. I'm not allowed to mention the name of the person who did it. He's taken out one of those restraining order things that horrible people do, celebrity people do. Said I can't say who he is, but it was a notable person. Used this hand, I think. It's actually touching my crotch now, and it's very upsetting for me. So the news. So this can't be a real news story. Prince Andrew groped 2 girls in Epstein mansion with spitting image puppet of himself. That is disgraceful, Richard. Yeah, I mean it's bad that it's his own puppet. I mean you do look quite like I nearly said his name. The person that's taken the court order out. I mean, if you just look at that face, now that really looks like him now. So there's a lot of similarities. I'm saying. So this is from the Daily Mirror. The opulent study in Jeffrey Epstein's home is where Prince Andrew is claimed to have groped 2 of the paedophile's victims using a latex puppet of himself. I mean, come on, this can't really be happening to me, right? This can't be. It just seems too much, right, doesn't it, that this is happening? He had an erotic message. It was the Virginia Guffrey, she was 17. And he used the puppet from the 1980s satirical ITV show to grope the young women. It just seems too much. It doesn't seem possible to be true. I know it does seem weird, Richard, that would come up. I can understand why you think you're in a coma, but all I'd say is you certainly put everyone who sees your shows into a coma. I'm cheeky knee. I'm winking at it. You're not. I mean, no, you're not wink. That's not a good time to. I'm cheeky me was a good time to use that catchphrase. Same phrase. Yeah, same phrase. But not the other one. That didn't really work. But anyway, so that's. I'm going to try and write something. There's a Spitting Image is coming back. Is it? Yeah, I used to write for Spitting Image. Did you, Richard? Wasn't that a bit confronting for you, working with all those tussets? My whole life has been leading up to this moment. Well, not this, just this one moment right now. No, this show. Because, puppets have played a part all the way through. They haven't. They've been puppets all the way through my career. Spitting Image, Hister and Pliny, that dog from off of I Killed Rasputin over there, you, the donkey. Donkey's got my first ever life. It's weird, isn't it, Richard? Puppets. Yeah, it's a weird thing going on. So, all right, let's. Who was there? Do you think you were saying like Boris Johnson? How does he compare to the other prime ministers you've seen? Well, Richard, I've seen a few prime ministers in my time. Yep, you must have 1892. You were born. I believe that is right. And who was prime minister in 1892, Ali? Well, you put me on the spot there, Richard. I have put you on the spot. I would like to know who was. You expect me to end all the prime ministers I've experienced in my long time? Well, not all of them, but the first one surely would have been important to you. I was just a baby in 1892. I mean, I don't think you were a baby, were you? You weren't created as a baby and then grew into an old man. Didn't I? No. You were created like this, was I? And you stayed like this, had I? Except you've sort of slightly fallen apart, have I? Yeah. So who was Prime Minister when you... Well, here's a good question. 1892, yep. I would say it was Lord Salisbury. What? Lord Salisbury? Salisbury? Yeah, Lord Salisbury. I'd say it's Lord Salisbury. And then a few months later, William Gladstone came in did his 4th term as Prime Minister and attempted to introduce Irish Home Rule. The Irish question was coming up and tried to give up, but the House of Lords blocked it. Shame, really, because could have sorted out a lot of problems right there if they'd just given the Ireland Home Rule at that point. That's what I thought in 1892 when that was happening. Okay, fair enough, you do seem to know your stuff. We'll test John Moist, because I'm suspicious, You're suspicious. I'm dubious that you could be that old. Well, I am that old. How are you still alive? Well, that's just the way it is to my kind, Richard. Age shall not weary me, nor the years condemn. What, because you're dead? No, well, I never really been alive. Not in the sense that you would understand, that I will live long after you, unless it's a fire or something, or I just fall apart. Yeah, it's hell, Richard. It's a lonely existence, remembering all the Prime Ministers you've experienced in that time. Yeah. So how does Lord Salisbury compare to? Was it Lord Salisbury? I'm not sure about that, Richard. I'd have to check Wikipedia again. Don't think sure. You checked Wikipedia before? Yeah, I thought you might ask me about this. So I checked Wikipedia. You got Wikipedia in your box, have you? Yeah. You got Wikipedia in your box? Yeah, Richard. I got a Twitter account. How do you think I'm tweeting? Oh, you got a computer in your box? Not a computer, Richard. I got a no-dial phone. A what? A no-dial phone. You got a no-dial phone. Oh, you got a mobile phone. How do you, someone asked me on Twitter, how do you operate that without real hands? Voice recognition. That's why when I tweet, it comes out with the guz and the does. That's true. Okay, fair enough. You really have got all this worked out. Yes, I can check some stuff. You know, it's good. I haven't had that all the time, Richard. That's a new development. Most of the years, I was just sitting there reading the newspapers in my legs. My own leg intestines was my only entertainment, Richard. I'd read them, find out about pharmacists in 1892, and go, oh, fucking hell, what a life. What light did you use? Oh, just this isn't that good a bit. It's not that good a bit. No, it's not that good a bit, Richard. So let's not delve too far into it. Look, I've been on holiday. I know, it's fucking palpably obvious. It's palpably obvious. Yes, it is palpably obvious, Richard, that you're on holiday, because this is bullshit. Bullshit. Yes, bullshit, Richard. It's bullshit. I saw a lot of gulls. Oh, sorry, you saw a lot of gulls on holiday? Yeah, you nearly decided living vicariously through me, didn't you? I was told by a gull expert, yeah, that if you've got seagulls, like we were eating fish, we've been to the aquarium, yeah, in Hastings. Oh, yeah, very nice. You been there? No. I lived in a box, Richard. And then we thought we'd seen loads of fish, so we obviously then thought, let's go and eat some fish. Of course, that's only natural. Had fish and chips down by the Hastings, whatever it is, front. And all these gulls coming down, trying to get our chips and stuff. And then accidentally, as I was protecting my daughter's one to the bin, because she didn't want to eat most of it, I dropped it, and then we came in, and they just took it. Yeah, that's what gulls do. What kind of gulls were they, Richard? They were herring gulls, yeah. And cheeky, that's not really cheeky, it's just true. It's because they happen to have the same name as me. And then I met a gull expert. One of my friends turns out to be a gull expert, really. She takes in a lot of gulls in Hastings, really. Yeah, and really, yeah. Is it a job? I don't know if it's a job, but it's an interest of hers. When gulls fall out of nests, the baby gulls, she looks after them, really. And she says gulls can recognise you. They can't recognise you. This is what she says. She's mental, Richard. Don't say that. It's not very nice. She says that gulls can recognise your face, your human face. Yeah, go on. And if you're in that situation, you have to find the lead gull. How do you find that? There's always a lead gull. There's a head gull of the gull flock, really. Yeah, this sounds like a load of nonsense. Yeah, well, she promised me it was true, and I trust her. Okay. And what you have to do to stop them all trying to steal your chits, yeah, is get the main gull, yeah, find him, yeah, or her. Could be a girl. Could be a gull. Could be a gull. Gull. And cheeky knee, yeah. It's not those kind of jokes don't really play in the 21st century, really. They did very well in the 19th century. Well, not anymore. I tell you, the chocolate colour. No, we don't want to talk about that. So look them in the eye, give them 3 chips. No, yeah. Then they will realise, they'll go, that's good. You're a good bloke, and you've given me what? They're like the mafia. They are like the mafia. If you give them a few chips for free, then they'll protect you and leave you alone. They'll remember your face. This is rubbish. I was told this by a gull expert. They remember your face. They don't. Look, I was sceptical too, Ali. But I would never be as rude as this to say this to her face. Well, I am less polite than you, Richard, and I would say it to her face. Well, she knows a lot about girls, and they'll remember you forever. They'll go, that's the guy who gave me the chips, and he'll go to all his mates, all her mates, and she's a girl, and they will you'll never bother, and they'll be your friend for life, and they'll protect you. Really? Yeah. And if you're nasty to a girl, they will they'll remember, and they'll send all their girls mates after you, shit on you and stuff. That's what she said. Well, lives in Hastings, does she? Yeah, she lives in Hastings. Well, they can't be trusted, can they? I did feel that in Hastings, that no one was wearing masks in Hastings. Really, on the seafront, no one. I was wearing a mask, but pretty much no one else was. Just criminal, isn't it? Criminal. But they let in those Normans, didn't they? So they're not going to be able to stop a little virus, are they? The Normans were pretty big, and they still couldn't stop them. That's true. If it wasn't for them, we'd have old King Harold's family would still be ruling, wouldn't they? They would. The Hardrada, is it Harold Hardrada? I don't know. I think he's a different one. Okay. It's all my time, Richard. Fair enough. Well, we've got a lot out of that first story. Yeah. It's been good. I was listening to... we will get back onto that. I just wanted... If there's anyone on the BBC watching, we will get back onto the newspapers, because this is what this is about. But the problem is, Ali, I keep interrupting. That's the problem, isn't it? It's because I'm cheeky. I'm linking at it, and I'm taking the piss. I'm linking at it. My daughter likes Katy Perry. Oh, really? Yeah, the music of Katy Perry. I'm well aware of Katy Perry's work, Richard. She's a fine songstress. We're in the same business. We're all entertainers. You're the same as Katy Perry. We're in the same business, Richard. We're here to make people feel happy, to entertain them, make them feel good. That's what we're here for. So yeah, fair enough. So, yeah, Katy Perry. Well, her music is very filthy. My daughter loves it, but it's quite rude. There's one where she just says cock all the time. Yeah. Peacock is, but you're a peacock, cock. I love cock. Is that really what it says? More or less. I love sucking cock. It doesn't say that, does it? It more or less does. But my daughter loves the fireworks song, the Baby You're a Firework. Oh, that's a nice song. It's filthy. It's a filthy song. Is it? It's fireworks. It's all about fireworks. Spread. He said, "You're a firework. Show us what you're worth. Show you spreading your colours through the air." What's that? It's not that spunk. It's about a spunk. I don't think it's about stunk. It is, Richard. It's about. Sorry, Gally. It is. You just called me Richard. I know. I'm confused. It's confusing to me which one of us is which sometimes. Well, I'm Ali, Richard, please. Thank you. I can remember your name. Please do need the courtesy of remembering my name. Some people listening to the podcast don't know which one of this is which. I find that difficult to believe, because, surely... You slur quite a lot, Richard. I don't think I do. You're quite drunk most weeks. Okay. Anyway, in the fireworks one, it's like goes, shoot your colours across the sky, spunk your cock all over me, and then make them go, That's so that no one does that at a fireworks display. I know, they don't. That's why that's where I took issue with it. People at fireworks go, ooh, or ooh. They don't go, Anyway, if you see someone at a fire display going, then call the police, because you should be open mouthed, because they're getting off on people exploding stuff in the air. Yes, they are, Richard. So yeah, you're very right. It's disgusting. No one goes, ooh, make them go, ooh, That's what you do if you spread your spunk over there, shoot. It's about shooting your load, and then the person goes, but that's not like a firework display. So I think they should remake that with their go, make them go, ooh. That's what they should do. Yeah, well, that's good. It's a good bit, Richard. Is this on the new material you're working on? Well, I did make a decision over lockdown, that if I do stand up again, which I am doing, I'm doing a gig in Clapham either Sunday week or the Sunday after that. I haven't been told which one it is yet. I made a decision. What was your decision, Richard? Oh, well, I'd like to tell you my decision. Tell us. I'd love to hear your decision. This is the same bit as the problem. It isn't. It's a different bit because it's about decisions. Well, my decision. What was? Tell me the decision, Richard. What was the decision? It's not as funny because you can say decision. I can say problem. You can't say problem. I can say problem as clearly as anyone in the world. You can't say problem. I can say problem. That's your problem. You can't say problem. I don't have a problem, Richard. What's the decision? The decision I've made, is it a problem as well? It's not a problem. Well, it could be a problem, potentially. I decided, foolishly, what did you decide? Tell me. That when I do stand-up, yes, when you do stand-up, the stand-up comedy you do, yeah, I'm not going to do any material that I did on stage before lockdown, after lockdown. I'm going to treat lockdown as like a fire that has burnt through absolutely all of my material. And when I do a stand-up show, I will never use any of the material I did pre-lockdown. Fucking hell, that is going to be an awful experience for the audience. It really is. I mean, it's going to be very interesting for me, but it will be terrible, certainly for the first 50 or 100 audiences that see me perform. Yep. I just felt like, it's time to move on. What, 30 years into your fucking career? So-called career? I'm cheeky me. I'm winking at it. I don't think you were winking at it that time. I think that was just rude. No, I've been going for a long time. When I do like a... it's very interesting, Richard. This is turning into a little interview, isn't it? I'm making you bare your soul. You're making me what? Bare your soul. You're making me what? I'm making you bare your soul. Oh, bare my soul. Yeah, I am bearing my soul. But you're a very good interviewer. You know when. Oh no, yeah, you know when to shut up. Do I? Yeah, you know when to shut up, and tell me what? Do I know when to what? You know when to shut up, and just let I know when to shut and what? You know when to shut up and let your interview subject, your guest, if you like. You know guest, yeah. Do you know guest? I'm cheeky knee. It's not that good. And again, 19th century, just saying be my guest might get a laugh, but it doesn't get a laugh now. So don't try that sort of shit. Fuck you. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on Nice Iron Train. You're a fucker. Well, here's the horse I rode in. Nay, it's £15 for anal. It's funny. That's a funny character. Whory horse. Yeah, I get it. So the hoary horse, that's good, is it? In the 21st century, the I guess not honey. Yeah. Well, takes all sorts. So yeah, I just think it's a decision. Yeah, the decision I made. You're a good interviewer. Yeah, I'm a good interviewer. You made me forget what I was talking about. Yeah, that's what a good interviewer will do, and then you forget what you're talking about, and then you talk about something else more interesting. But anyway, I just thought, when I do 5 or 10 minutes, which is usually the only gigs I do now at charities and stuff, this is very interesting, Richard. Still feel the need to prove to an audience that I'm funny, so I put in my best 5 one-liners. Well, when you say your best 5 one-liners, Richard, do you mean your only 5 one-liners? Yeah, the 5 one-liners I've had, some of which are almost as old as my career. That's true. And I've just decided, look, I can sit here on Twitch for an hour talking nonsense on my own. What? Well, you're not quite on your own, Richard, are you? It's only just point out there is someone here providing you with punchlines. With what? Punchlines to your jokes. So, just don't forget how important I am. There's plenty of comedians who would like me to take over with them if it doesn't work out with you. I name a single comedian who you think would work with you. Dane Baptiste. Sorry, who? Dane Baptiste. Dane Baptiste. Baptiste. Dane Baptiste. Dane Baptiste. Dane Baptiste. I don't think Dane Baptiste. I really don't. I think out of all the comedians, certainly the material we've been doing today, I think Dane Baptiste is one of the least likely acts to work with you. Well, you never know. Thank you to whoever it was on Twitter who made that joke that I've just nicked. Baptiste. I get it, Richard. It's very funny. So I'm going to try. Look, this is all improvised. We're improvising a lot of stuff, you and I together. Yeah, fair enough. I might, I can take you along. Would you like to need to do the act? Would you like me to do in your live act? Well, it might have to be if I can't think of anything else. So, I'm going to try some new stuff. So that does not, the stuff I've been doing during lockdown, that is still okay. Really? Yeah. So, what? So, like the Katy Perry routine? That could be, I could do that on stage. Oh, dear. Yeah. Stuart Lee, you'd need to do a double act with him? Yeah, he would the double act. He'd like to. Oh no, I can't say. Yeah, I'm sure Stuart Lee would love that. He's not. We haven't mentioned him yet either, so I think you got away with it. I think legally you got away with it there. Yep, good. So, next news story. We've done 45 minutes. I know, it's very good, Richard. It's going very well. Well, I don't know if it's going very well. I just knocked Morth's arms come. Look, his finger. Oh, his head's come off again. His arm's all. His arm was coming off. His arm. I managed to put it back together. His arm's come off. I mean, if Peter Lord and Tony Hart had come up saying, "Well, we're going to put this on Take Heart," his gimmick is he's got a big sausage finger that's come off his thumb, bent round like a penis. Shame that, isn't it? Peter Lord made that for me himself out of his own fair hands. It's falling apart. Very sad, Richard. You should look after them. That's like you look after me. Okay, I wanted to talk to you about this news story. This is Tamara Ecclestone, who I think is Bernie Ecclestone's daughter, I think. But, it's hard to know with the Ecclestones. I think Bernie Ecclestone, who's about 90, has just had another child with his wife or partner. But Tamara Ecclestone, who I believe may be his daughter, had £300,000 earrings stolen in a £50 million raid on her home. But her cleaner allegedly was found wearing them at Stansted Airport on January the 31st. Really? Yeah, so a cleaner may have been involved. That's what they're trying to find out in this court case. But what I think about this is if you've got earring, I mean, first of all, that she could just pick those up at the house. Thought I'll just have those for a bit. They're nice if she's a cleaner. Yeah, she probably didn't think they're worth £300,000. Well, I mean, who would? But what kind of world is it where someone owns earrings that are worth you could buy? A house for that. Obviously not in the southeast. Oh, did a satire? No, it's not really. It's just true. You could buy a flat. You could buy a nice house in Preston. Just thinking of Preston because they're locked down again. I'm not saying. I'm not having a go. But it reminds me. I did it. Oh, here we go. Yeah. You know what I'm going to say? Yeah, I know what you're going to say. I did, back in 2001 or something, 2002 maybe, I did a Christmas party, for very posh jewellers in the Kensington sort of area, yeah. And I just couldn't believe how expensive everything was there. It was all the famous people. Yeah, you and your thing, yes, he thought. Tell me, Richard, you're on Taskmaster. I hadn't heard whether you're on it or not yet. Look, I may have told this story before, but there was the woman who was the wife of the guy who owned the shop. It's Theo Fennell. I mean, it won't mean anything to anyone. Is the name of the shop. She had earrings made of diamonds. I think it was earrings. One of them said rich, and the other one said cunt. All made out of diamonds, and those would have been worth £300,000. And I don't know. Should we live in a world where that's the case? Sorry, I keep calling you Richard. I mean, that's genuinely insane, Richard, that you keep calling me Richard, because I am not you. You should know who you are. I've lost the boundaries of myself, I think, Ali. That's the thing. I think I've expanded on holiday mentally to my soul, my spirit has been so freed by relaxation that I sort of feel I encompass everything around me. You've gone fucking mental, Nace. That's what's happened to you. Yeah, I agree. It's that, the title to own lots of expensive things. Just like a pair of earrings, it's not. I don't mind someone spending their money on something useful, but is it right that someone should spend that much money on something so frivolous? Well, they can do what they want with their money, can't they? Look at you and your posh old 17th century attic. Yeah, you think you're it, don't you? Well, this is, it's nice, but it's. I mean, you could buy this attic for £300,000. I'm sure you could. Well, I'd rather have an attic than some earrings. Well, that's your choice. Old Tamara Ecclestone, she can have what she wants. She had £50 million worth of stuff nicked. I mean, it's a lot of stuff lying around, Richard. That that's not going to be a problem for you. I'm trodding the valuable thing you had. If the burglar did find me in a little box, it'd probably shit the fucker up, wouldn't it? It probably would have done. Yeah. Let's see what else we've got in here before we're not going to go on for much longer because I'd like to go and have a drink because I'm still officially on holiday. Oh, this was a fun story. There's a story about skull reconstruction matches self-portraits by Raphael, but that doesn't look anything like Raphael. He hasn't even got a turtle shell. Am I right? Come on. And you had to go at me for doing shit jokes. Fuck off. It was a good joke. They've got his Raphael skull, not the mutant Ninja Turtle, the real guy, Raphael. He did some paintings or something. He's nothing like he's not as good as the turtle guy. They found his skull, they put it all together, and it looks enough like the paintings for them to decide that's definitely a skull, and that works for me. So what else we got? No, I mean there wasn't much. Given it's a Friday, there wasn't much. I thought there'd be more funny news. The funniest news story. This is in the Times, but it was also on the BBC News website. Nudist legs it pursuing a boar. You should get a door. Little thing of thought it, Richard. That the new thing? Yeah. This is a nudist in Germany, of course, where everyone is nude all the time, and they're not even ashamed of their nudity, and that's what makes them amazing. They're in the Grunwald Forest. I know the Grunwald Forest, Richard. It's a great place, is it? Yeah. Oh, yes, the many happy times I've spent in the Grunwald Forest, Richard. It's been amazing for so many reasons. Oh, you're suddenly talking, when you think about the Grunwald Forest. Oh, yeah, suddenly the clarity in your voice was so beautiful. Thank you, Richard. Anyway, these boars come in and they nick people's picnics, and he nicks some picnics, and then this guy, he grabbed the nudist's laptop bag, and then he had to chase after. Look at him with his bum out. He's an old man with his bum out. I mean, that's, there's not many funny stories in the papers. There aren't, Richard, as old Marmite Lid was the thing earlier, wasn't he? There's a lot of sad news. There is a lot of sad news. It sometimes takes a Marmite Lid to make you really consider that, how sad the world is, because I guess a Marmite Lid just has a perspective that many of us don't have. Yeah, I guess he does. That's funny, and he had to chase after. He had to chase a naked man with a big bum. Had to chase after a boar to get his. He got it back. It was fine. And there's lots of people standing around smiling. He's run into the non-nudist bit, and all the people. Look at this guy. What I like is this guy standing there. He's all smiling, and look at him with his cock out. He's basically just wearing a little pair of Speedos. That guy there, you can see him. And he's got a big smile on his face. Ah, look at your little winky flapping around. You chase after a boar. I mean, you can't, when something as funny as that happens, it makes me wonder why I bother writing comedy at all. Do you ever bother doing that? I very rarely do bother it. I thought you might like to see the top 12 festive toys coming up. Oh, yeah. Is it one of them neat? Well, there will be. Funnily enough, we're working on, what life-size replicas are needed? Do you look and try it at home? Not yet, but if this becomes big enough, up to 229 people again, so, could happen. If every single one of them bought one of you, then that, yeah, imagine. Be amazing, wouldn't it? No, we're doing a Kickstarter for the snooker and Sean the Turtle, the self-playing snooker, which, by the way, I should say, I am back on Twitch now, okay? So I'll be back 3 or 4 nights a week. Monday night, I am doing, the final of the latest snooker tournament. And then I'm going to think about what I do next with the snooker. Wednesday, I am talking with, which one is it this week? Because I'm getting it mixed up. It's either Sindhu V or Sophie Duker, and it is, come on. It is Sophie Duker, I think. It is Sophie Duker. On Wednesday, I'm talking to Sophie Duker, who did do the Edinburgh Fringe podcast about this time last year. Fantastic comedian. Next week is Sindhu V. Then I haven't got anyone booked after that, but every Wednesday we'll be doing Rahalastata. I love doing that, Richard. It's brilliant. Aside, I think it's pathetic. All right, well done. You got one of those in. I can hear it when you say it. And yeah, we'll be doing this back on Thursdays, doing Ali and Herring's Twitch of Fun. Yeah, it's us. And well, I'll be doing a serious news review on my own unless Ali comes in and interrupts, which I hope won't happen. Remember, you can subscribe. We are doing some Kickstarters to sort of basically thank you for being with us, but also to try and raise some money. But we have various things. But one of the things we're going to have for the Snook one, is a T-shirt. Yeah, of you, me. saying, as a cartoon of you, a cartoon of me, that's amazing, saying, I'm winking at it. So, you can get one of those if you're prepared to pay quite a lot of money, because it's one of the higher level things. Oh, yeah. I got ya. We're doing a stone clearing one. You can basically get a membership badge and on upwards to lots of different things for that, or being part of the Self-Playing Snooker Federation, because you've all been so great in getting involved, and most of you are not paying any actual money of your own for for any of this work, though we're very grateful for everyone who is paying their own money especially, but also everyone who is linking their Amazon Prime accounts. There's 20 million people still in the world who haven't done that. If all 20 million of you would give me £5 a month, life would be good. But look out for the Kickstarters, which will be launching soon. And there is a Ali t-shirt. Oh, they're exciting. But here is unless I've lost it. Oh, here are the toys of 2020. And number one toy, is a flamingo that sings when it needs the loo. There it is. That can be I need to get one of these to make it a character on this stream. There may be some legal issues. Then they do some legal issues with that, Richard. You're right. So it's a dancing unicorn, a flamingo that poos, and flying pixies. Really, is this as the kind of the toy market in my day? You just got a little Angelica Stoney, or a stinning tot. A what? A stinning tot. A stinning tot. A stinning tot. 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 I don't know what that is, mate, but good luck with it. So the £50 Poopsie dancing unicorn has rainbow hair and also sings a catchy song. Don't know if you can see that. I can't see that anywhere. Oh, Poopsie dancing unicorn. Doesn't even look like a unicorn. The Go Flamingo sings when it needs the toilet. It's £33. It cost £33. In my day, you could have bought a house for that, Richard. You could have bought some earrings saying "rich cunt" in diamonds. Good callback. Well done. There's a Lego Lamborghini. What do you think about this? A baby Yoda. It is pathetic, Richard. What people are dying these days, just other than Chiruka's doll, like I did in the old days. It's a wonderful thing. Okay, well that's nice to see. I was just going to talk about this very quickly. This we're nearly done the hour. Double fault. Cleese backs Basil campaign. John Cleese has got hoteliers, I think this is from The Sun, thrashing their cars in frustration, I bet he hasn't, by backing a 2 meters equals 1 Basil Fawlty campaign. The 8-year-old star waded into a row in Torquay, setting for his 1970 sitcom. He backed Torbay Council's use of the slogan to promote social distancing. Cleese, who stands 1.1 meter 96, it doesn't even fucking work. Going forward, if I see you too close to one another, I shall lay down in between. Social distance 2 meters equals 1 Basil Fawlty. Well, that is very dangerous, isn't it? That is, Richard, because what if someone thinks they're 2 meters away and they're only 1 meter 96 away and they get the coronavirus and die? It'll all be John Cleese's fault. But the council campaign has angered hoteliers in the Devon Resort, which has been battling to shake off its connection to the hot-headed hotel owner. Has it, though? I mean, has it? I mean, it's like 40 years, is it? Since that was on TV. 45 years, probably. So I think most people won't be really aware of what it is. And also, it's all that Torquay has. Torquay United, fantastic football team. And Fawlty Towers. Make the most of it, hoteliers in Torquay. Fucking embrace this, is what I'm saying. Embrace your 1 Basil Fawlty. The council, thankfully, I think The Sun may be creating a beef that is not here. That's what I would say. The guidance was a little confusing, so we tried to think of a simple way to explain it. I mean, is any of this useful? The Richard Osman is 2 meters tall as well. Basil Fawlty nearly 2 meters tall. The problem is you don't know how much that is. But if you knew how long 2 meters was, it wouldn't be a problem to be 2 meters, would it? Because you would just go, there's 2 meters. You don't know how big Basil Fawlty or Richard Osman is. I have an idea how big Richard Osman is because I stood next to him, but even I can't imagine him lying down and then saying I've got to be that far apart. Someone's asked, how tall are you? How many alleys is 2 meters? I think you're like 75 centimeters tall. So three alleys. Just keep 3 alleys apart. That's what. But that's confusing because people might think you have to be 3 alleys apart. Yeah, 3 alleys. Yeah, you're doing 9 material, Richard. It is confusing. We do have to sit down before and work out who's doing which role because I think sometimes I'm doing the cheesy puns. Sometimes I'm doing the offensive comedy, and we do need to work on it, Richard. I think that's the problem with this double act is, you're thinking you can just wing it. I can wing it. Yeah, wing it. And you can't wing it, Richard. You have to. Something like this has to be very carefully honed and perfected over time. And your idea that you can just come and create a double act, I mean, luckily for you, I'm very imaginative, and I come up with stuff very easily. That what if I'm not unformed one day, and you're stuck, aren't you? Well, I will be stuck if you're not unformed. That is true. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. I think it's time you go back. I don't want to go back in the docks, Richard. Please don't let me go in the docks. You're trying to get in the back. Not with my wife, Richard. I've been in there the weakest in awful. We'll meet your wife one of these fine days. Oh, please don't bring her into this as well. There's too many characters already. Gonna go back in the docks. Could Whory Horse come in with me, please? I can let Whory Horse come in for you. If you got, I think you'll need some money to. I can tell you. Okay, there's Whory Horse. Are you prepared to go in the box? Hey, yes. If the money's right, Richard, I'll do anything. If the money is right. I can say she has got a very nice back passage there. I've been. You going to say it? I'm not going to say it. Are you going to say it? Should I say it? Well, probably if we'd planned out, yeah. You been fingering that, Richard? Yeah, see, that's probably. It would have been better if you'd said all of that. Well, that's stuff we can workshop. And now, get in the horse. Your wife's in there. She's asleep. She don't know. Right, get in there. All right, thank you very much. Let the other dogs. Get back, get in there. Oh, nay. Oh, right. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's show. I'm sorry if you're offended by 128-year-old ventriloquist dummies having sex, bestial sex. We will be back next week. Thursday, we'll be doing more of this next week. Monday, snooker. Tuesday, maybe the new direction for snooker. We're going to work out what the next tournament is going to be. Wednesday, back to serious RHLSTP. Shut up, you down there, Ali. And, hey, stop, leave her alone. And then Thursday, more of this. So Friday, we'll be off next week. I hope you've enjoyed it. Do subscribe. If you've enjoyed it, link your Amazon Prime and your Twitch Prime accounts and give us £5 every month. And remember to come back and resubscribe. I understand with my 2 weeks away on TV and on holiday as many of you have let that slip. But I hope you will be back. And look out for the Kickstarter campaigns. Do pre-order my book, The Problem with Men, available at all good suppliers. There is also an audio book which we'll be recording soon. Which will also be out in November, but you can pre-order it right now. It's a very good book. I think you will enjoy it. Okay, my fan friends, let's see you next time. Back on Monday for more twitchtv.rkherring. Thank you for listening to this at home. If you're on a podcast, you're the strangest people I know, but I love you all. Take care. Good night. I'll see you on the other side.